Shalom and welcome to a new training on Tableau Public Desktop. This is part 3. Let's go back to our air quality and health impact 2019 to 2024 Excel dataset. As we saw it previous, the workbook is already finished. It contains 19 worksheets and one awesome final dashboard which we'll redo later. It contains an interactive dynamic map. Today, let's move on with the following sheets, which are going to be the number 27, 28, and 29. Today, we want to create a mortality illness ratio calculation, our second function. We want to create this time an horizontal bar chart, and we want also to create our first map, which is going to be a symbol map. Okay, we're ready to go. Okay, that was our last sheet we performed last time together. You can see it's getting trophy. Okay, as you can see, this is the sheet 26, and the next one is going to be this one. This is the one I'm going to practice with you now. We are going to redo this one. Okay, so we just have to create another sheet, new worksheet. And now it's landing at the end, so I have to go back to the sorting area to put it on the right spot again, and I'm going to put it right here. So we have our sheet 27 created. Okay, so we go right here. So if we go back, this is what we want to copy. Okay, let's start. This is going to be, as you can see, horizontal bar chart, mortality illness ratio calculation. This is going to be our second function together, which we are creating. So we go back here and we start with it. It's going to be, I have done it before, but I'm just going to show you how I did it all. So first of all, we have to create our calculated field. First of all, you call it mortality and then a slash illness and ratio. This is going to be the title of your function. And then here, this one is the formula is really an easy one. You start with sum. And as you start, you can see here you have suggestions. And as you can see here too, you just have to click on this little arrow here on the extreme right side, and then you have also a gallery with the function. So just in case you are, you can always go grab the pattern of your functions here in this gallery. Okay, so you start here with sum, and of course, as long as you're not finished, you're gonna see the calculation contains error, but it's just because you're not finished yet. So when you choose the sum here, you have to just get inside a bracket. You're going to get the mortality here inside. Once you have done that, you can just slash here for the rest, and then again sum slash. Once you are done, your calculation is going to be valid, and then you can OK it and apply it. So I don't need to do it because I already have it. So just to show you the function, that's an easy one. Mortality rate slash respiratory illness cases for the ratio calculation. All right, so now we can start. Once you have it, you are going to see it here on the left pane. So we can take it now and use it. That's why we did it. We're going to get it here in the column shelf. And then we want, of course, the countries. So here I choose the country. We're going to put it here in the row. And now we have it already as we wish. And we want it also in the here ratio. So here also in the filter, we're going to OK that. And then we want also the country in the color icon. So here it's already our horizontal bar chart. All we have to do now is to just see. This is for the labels, and we want to just format them center again. and then we have to click here, and then we have them. What we are going to do is they are too big this time, so I think this is enough. So we are good. So, and here we can size, and of course here we can go to an entire view. So, and what we want to do is to make sure that it's in percent all the time here. So in order to do that, you just go by format, and here by the number you can choose the percentage. We're going to leave it with 2 decimal place, and we're good. So it's going to show up in percentage. You see, when you hover over it now, you can see that it's all in percentage. You can also see it here on the axis, which we are going to change. We have our 2 axes here, which we can always edit and format. So if you don't like the shading of it, you can always go and change. We can put, for instance, you can shade as you wish. We can just take another color. We can show this one, for instance. So we have 2 different colors just to show you how you make the colors. You see, something I wanted to show you too was that you can format your whole workbook if you don't want to go and format each single sheet all the time. I already did it. I increased the font. I made it bold everywhere. And here you can even choose, the script here. It's really easy so that you don't have to go and format each single sheet at a time. Or else you can always do the format. As I said, you can copy one format on one sheet and paste it on another sheet. But I think it's enough like this. As you can see here, we have some different annotation. We have the point annotation. Here you can annotate a point, and here you can annotate an area. We can do it again so you can see also how it works. On this new one, we have, 2 different ones, as you can see now. And here, as you can see, this one is also formatted, the same color as the sheet. And here on this one, we have some grid lines. And as I did show you before, you can always go and remove the grid lines. You have to just click inside the view and you choose annotate. And here, for instance, we can annotate a point again. Let's annotate this one now. How about this one? Let's make it blue. We accept this one, and we have an annotation created, as you can see. And this one is called the point annotation. And this one, of course, you can format too. Okay, something I wanted to show you too is that you can sort, of course, you can sort the bars. So here we have it vertical, and we have it here on this icon. Now on this one, you can sort ascending, and on this one, you can sort descending. So whenever you click here, for instance, it's sorted ascendingly. You can change the order. And something also real cool is that you can make it vertical, you see, but we have done the vertical once before, so I'm just going to keep it horizontal. Okay, this is our first sheet with the mortality illness ratio calculation. Okay, now we can move on with the next sheet, which is going to be another type of dual axis, but it's going to be the dual axis country average temperature humidity over time, not about the ACI like our first dual axis. Hope you remember. Okay, let's start with this one. So we are going to do the same process. We create a new worksheet, and we're going to go back to the sorting areas to make sure that we grab it right here. Okay, close to our second dual axis. I hope you remember the first one, which is right here. We did it together and we left all the labels on that one. So let me go back to it so you can remember what I'm talking about. This is the one we created together. Huh? So we have the reference line which you acquire by you have the reference line which you can add. We are not going to add this one today, but this is the dual axis I'm talking about. Okay, and as you can see, this one is also you can interact. Okay, let's go back to our sorting area so that you know what we are going to do now. So it's going to be our sheet number 28. All right, so we take the country first, we get it in the column shelf, and then we're going to take the date also here, and it's already in year, so that's good. Now we want the temperature. We're going to take them in Celsius also. We're going to take it here and get it here inside. And then we want also the humidity, which is right here. We're going to get it here. The thing is that we want both of them in average, so we're going to change the measure here, and we change also the measure here. The thing is that we want the country and we want to be able to filter the country, so we get that here, and we can okay, so you can see we have our humidity here and we have our temperature here. So here we're going to make sure it's on the line, and here we want also to show it's good to show the filter. So show filter, because here we have all countries here represented, one country for each continent. It's too much. Let's choose for instance one country. Okay, so here we can get it entire view, and we want to make it as dual axis, so we click here and we select dual axis. Here is the humidity and here is temperature. So this is what we call a dual axis. So what I did there is that I did leave it white, as you can see. Let me go back there. I left it white and I added a grid line, and this time I wanted to show you what a mark area is. For instance, here by Cameroon, in 2021, we can see that the average humidity is reaching 80%. I mean, both lines, they join right here, the temperature and the humidity. That was in 2021. After that, it's going to go down, so you can really analyze just by visualization. That's why it's good also sometimes to annotate, in other ways. So here, this is where you can choose the country. Let me go back to the one we are doing right now. What we are going to do is that we are going to size them to make them a little bigger. So, and this one too, you have to select and then just increase the size. And if you're not happy with the color here, you can of course always go and choose another diverging color. You can choose this one, or let's choose another one. How about this one? Okay, I think it's good if we stop right here because I already have formatted the most important, and I could show you also that you can select more country. You can select all of them also, but I don't need that. But you can select all of them, or you can choose as you wish to remove whatever you want. You see? Of course, you can choose to add the label or to remove them. Map. This is the map we want to do now. Let me make sure I save. This is our last sheet for today, last but not least. I love this card. Okay, this is a symbol map. As you can see, we have here our summary right here. We have our population here, and we have the AGOSPEL legend. And we are going to reproduce this one. So we are creating a new worksheet, and again, we go to the sorting area so I can get it on the right spot. This is this one, and we are doing the card, so we are going to put it right here so we can go back to it. And of course we leave the title sheet 29 because we are just repeating this one. Okay, first of all, as you can see, let me go back there. We are going to first choose again the country, and we're going to get it, we're just going to leave it here, and then we're going to get the sum key, and this is the one we're going to get in color here. And as you can see, we already have our map created with the population and the legend. So when we go here by the show me, you can see that we have symbol map. As you can see here, they tell you also the dimensions you need and the measures that you need in order to create that. So I just wanted to show you the show me, and the way you add the summary is by the tab worksheet, as you can see, and here show summary. So, and here inside by the drop down arrow, you can add even the standard deviation. You can, tick wherever you want. This is how you get the summary, and of course all of these, as you know it, you can format. Now let's come inside the map. As you can see, this one is not moving. You can do nothing right now, but this one is already activated for interactivity. That's very interesting. So why? Because we have some tools here which are called the view tools, and we are going to do the same. All you have to do is to click on the view and just because I already have them here, but I'm just showing you how you get them. You can choose to hide the view tools. You see they disappear, or you can choose to show the view tools. And when you have them, when you go to this arrow, you choose the cross, the pan. Well, I say the cross because of the Lord. So you choose the pan. When you choose it, you can now interact. You could not do that before. So, and now for, if you want, of course, here you can add, the labels of the values you need to see, but you don't have to. For instance, I wanted to show you also that when you go by the tab map, you can go by background layers, or map options, or wherever you go. I'm just wherever you want, I'm just going to go by background layers for this time, just to show you that here you can adapt as you wish, and then you can repeat the background for each time you want to create a map. But here are the options. Like here I have chosen outdoors, but you can also choose streets or satellite and stuff like that. But I'm going to keep it outdoors here, and you can choose what you want to see. If you want, you can make bigger here so you can see whatever you want. So here I had chosen the population, so I'm going to just leave it the way it is. And here you choose also what you want to see, the state, the country, or whatever. I choose to see everything, and here you can choose the diverging color you want to have. Okay, and you can even make everything as default, but I'm not going to do that right now because I like changes on maps. And this is how your map is going to look like. So of course here, as you can see here, I have another type of color here. Here we can also change edit colors, always the same. We want, usually people like, other types of color. For instance, we can take this one, and as you can see, it's adapting. Okay, so this is how I did the map. That's very interesting, huh? Okay, what else did I want to say? So here, same thing. It's always better to format the title, so you can see you know, you can see better. You hover over each continent or country that you select, you're going to have all the information appearing. So you can choose, okay. And if a country is not on the list, of course, you cannot select. For instance, here we can also add, the country here, so you can filter as you wish. It's always good also to show the filter. Okay, so if you make you remove this one, it's going to be removed also from the card, the map. Okay, so this is what we have done so far. Let me go back to that. I'm going to just go here. Oh yeah, something I wanted to show you is that on the status bar down here, you can also read some information. Like here we have 10 marks, one row by one column, and we're talking about the sum acquis, 17905. You have some values which are also very interesting to know. Let me go back now to the sorting area, so I can go back to everything we did so far. Okay, we did the 21, 22, 23, 24, 26 is 25, 26 and 27. Okay,